Hi there, I'm Tom and welcome to A Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are playing Dota 2 and continuing on with our A to Z challenge with Lich. Now, I've just bought healing items and sentry wards. That's because they have a bounty hunter in their lineup. And I kind of suspected I would be going up against the bounty hunter in the top lane because I've seen bounty in the top lane a few times. I believe I also bought the courier, but I could be mistaken about that. If bounty hunter does show up at the top lane, I will be able to show him up even clearer with the sentry wards. It does, however, mean I'm kind of down a bit of gold, about 200 gold I think I'm down. And I was going down into the lane to try and place a observer ward, and then I remembered that I didn't have observer wards, I had sentries. In lane we also have the Phantom Assassin being our carry for this game. And I will attempt to block these as well as I can, and I've already failed, which again, as well as I can is a very relative term. And you just saw me use Lich's, one of his very useful skills. Basically, you eat one of your creeps, either lane or neutral, and it turns its current hit points into mana at, well, you get at most 70% conversion at the top rate. We do have Talrin coaching this game, and I took a huge amount of creep aggro there. I'm about to take even more creep aggro here. Big mistake I made right now. Looks like I got out just in time. I will be attempting to use, yeah, here we go, even more creep aggro. I will be trying to use this skill, which is called Sacrifice. Oop, I may well die here. I'll be trying to use it every time it comes off cooldown, even if I don't need mana, because it denies them golden experience. And looks like they came to hunt me down. I ran towards the tower. Looks like PA kind of wanted to go in on that. There's no way I can support her if she does choose to do that. I now have my second level, so I put a skill point in Frost Blast. Basically this is slow movement and attack rates, does damage and does damage in the area around it, so a very useful skill overall. And I'm going to let Phantom Assassin here tank the damage of those, and I'll take the last hits on them. Mainly because PA at this point is probably a bit more tanky than I am, and we needed to get them gone. There is a ward right there. I should be very, very careful here. Yeah, the creep wave was really drawn away. The person playing Venomancer is doing a really amazing job at pulling our lane away from us, which means that we essentially have no way to tank the creeps. And it means that I can't really go into... Well, if the Venomancer is pulling the creep wave, it means I can't pull it into the jungle, which means I can't get experience from that, and I can't get gold from that. It also means I need to be much more careful about going into my own jungle, because Venomancer could be there, or his wards could be there. I made a slight mistake here. I should have taken the courier from PA and just told her to recrow once it had my items on it, because now it's essentially going to have to go down to lane twice. And I believe they now have either they have a ward or they wanted to use the Venomancer ward as a observer ward. which is perfectly feasible. I'm just going to try and harass them as much as possible. I don't have a whole lot of mana right now. I need to consume as many creeps as possible, while staying back so that I'm not kind of constantly taking poison damage. The next skill, which I will probably get slightly later on in this game, is Ice Armor. I can put it on myself, an ally, or one of my creeps. Or I say my creeps, one of our team's creeps, or the allied creeps, I guess. I could probably put it onto neutrals, although I don't see a time when you would ever want to do that. It gives you an armor bonus of up to 9, and it gives a slow duration. Okay, I put a value point in there because I was taking a lot of harass damage, but it gives a movement slow and attack slow to basically anyone who attacks me. So because I'm a ranged hero, if I want to clear creep waves with it, it's more likely going to be useful if I put it onto a melee hero such as Phantom Assassin. I almost got the courier killed then. I'm sure they changed the courier pathing because I'm having a lot more trouble with it now. And I can consume a creep there, get a tiny bit of mana back. All I need is just enough mana for to be able to Ice Blast someone, and I go down here because I don't realise I don't have enough mana, and that was a huge waste of my time. And now I realise that my healing items are in the wrong location, so I switch those around. I haven't had to use my sentry wards yet.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Right now, I think one of the big mistakes I made was I've only got 1 point in sacrifice. I think the jump from 25% to 40% would be huge at this level. I should have 2 in that and maybe 1 less in the Frost Blast. Or maybe even not use the Frost Armor since I haven't actually used it since then. And yeah, I eat the range creep because I think it may give more gold or experience. I'm not quite sure about that. I do know that Talvin was very insistent that I always eat the range creep, so I'm sure there's a good reason for it. And Courier's back down. And about now I should be getting a bit scared because I can't see them in lane. I've probably already pinged to say that they're not there. Of course that kind of thing doesn't show up on the replay always. Might only show up on free camera mode. There is though still a Clockwork in lane, kind of harassing us. But Clockwork, it appears, is slightly too scared. Oh yeah, another mistake I make is that I keep using creep through the low life, which means that I don't get quite so much mana back. But yeah, it appears that the Clockwork is a bit scared of PA at the moment. And that's quite understandable, but it does mean he's not getting any gold from these last hits, although he may be jungling in our jungle, which means that he's doing better than he would do in lane. I grab a quick set of boots and a ring of protection. Well, not quick, it's 7 minutes in, but I do get them eventually. And I'm just going to help get that ward away. The quicker we get those wards down, the better it is for us, because it means we're not tanking poison damage. At the moment I kind of want to go in and do something, but I can't really do anything until PA wants to. And there should be my ring of protection. What skills is Phantom Assassin building? Not building blah. That would be very useful against the venom, the poison ward things. Let's just go back to mine quickly. I have not yet talked about my ultimate, and another mistake I made, I didn't pick up my ultimate until about level 8. I think I was kind of what do I mean to say? I was kind of doing something different from what the skill build told me to do, and I wasn't paying enough attention to pick up my ultimate at 6. Because sometimes if you don't follow the skill build exactly, it gets confused about what you should be leveling next. The ultimate is Chain Frost. Basically, you send out a big ball of ice, it jumps to people, it does a huge amount of damage, it does, well, up to 460 damage every time it hits someone, it jumps up to 10 times, it does movement and attack slow, and it can jump up to 575 times. And I'm being very dangerous here. Looks like they're acting a bit scared, and so I'm just going to harass them and get rid of these wards. And then I can eat that creep. Who's coming through? It is it's our courier again. If you get an Aghanim Scepter, which I find very, very fun to get on this hero, the cast range goes up to 850, and it gets unlimited number of jumps and does up to 550 damage, which is 90 more damage each. And basically, that means if you cast it into a group of closely grouped together enemies, it will basically mean it'll keep jumping until either they get out of range of a jump or they die. And there is a bounty in this lane now. He just attacked, so I can see him, which means I will be shortly placing down that sentry ward that I've been holding on to. But I want to clear as many of these wards out as possible with taking as little damage as possible. I should probably be frost armoring myself. And if I put a ward down, I didn't put a ward down, and where did okay, we just lost vision on him, and this is going to be very bad for me. I'm just going to keep hitting him. If I had Phantom Assassin here, then I would be much better off here. And I'm just going to get as far away from that ward as possible, but the damage is probably going to stack up and kill me. I decided to go down here to try and get a regeneration rune if I was very, very lucky, but it wasn't there. I could have denied myself to neutrals, but I did survive just about. And now Venno died. I think he just got back into the game. Clockwork and Bounty died as well, probably due to the Phantom Assassin. And our Enchantress this game was getting a lot of kills, I believe. Only one so far. I think she gets a lot more after that. Yes, Phantom Assassin's on 2 kills, so that was probably the Clockwork and the Bounty. I didn't place down the ward, that was a big mistake. I could also get Dust, but I don't, I've still got 2 wards, so I don't want to waste more gold. I am building a Yules? Yes, a Yules. As I remember, I don't do terribly with it, I could still be a lot more efficient. Especially because they've got a snipe from their team, and it is fantastic for dodging headshots if you do it right. And now I'm getting completely wrecked by these. I believe that, yes, Venomancer is going to pull our creep wave, so I'm just going to destroy that, and hopefully my boots will heal me up. Oh no, I'm not getting out of this. I did put the frost armor on straight away that time, but there was no way that that was going to happen, and it looks like PA doesn't. Maybe PA does want a bit of that fight. Slightly late, and there's Venno. Clockwork is probably hiding around as well. Yep, there we go, and PA needs to leap to a creep, I think, is the best way that PA could survive now, especially with all that poison damage. Leaps to the Veno, may get hurt. No, doesn't get the Veno. Yeah, PA could have leapt to a creep and that would have got her out of the cogs, I think. And now I'm back in lane. The Veno should be gone by now. The Clockwork is still a big tanky problem for me though. And I don't know why I'm trying to go after him. Maybe I thought that the Venomancer was going to still be here. I'm doing very little right-click damage, but as you can see. And Bounty Hunter has disconnected. I think he disconnected... I don't know, I think he disconnected after he died the first time, but that might have been another game with Lich and Bounty. But he does disconnect and reconnect several times through this game. So I think he was just having connection issues. I'm kind of lucky that he didn't disconnect before Fast Blood, because that would have meant that I couldn't have... the game wouldn't have been counted in the stats and it wouldn't have been available for replays. And I was fairly happy with how I played this game. There was a game that we ended up losing, where I did absolutely brilliantly. I got like 20 kills to 10 deaths or something like that, and I got probably about 10 or 20 assists as well. But it may be good that I didn't do a commentary of that one, because we had a Juggernaut on our team who didn't snowball, and I did snowball very well, and the Juggernaut was getting very, very salty at me and saying I was kill stealing. But when you see me out, I do have my ultimate, which, yep, there you go. You can't quite see it here, yeah, there you go. As you can see, I can't really control where my ultimate goes. My ultimate does a huge amount of damage if I do it right, and it's very easy to do right. The Phantom Assassin is dead now, but so is the Veno, and probably so is me. Yes, definitely me. We got the Veno. We did not get the Clockwork. He managed to just about get out in time, which is a shame. But I am now 2 kills for 2 deaths, and I'm only going to get more powerful as I get my ultimate, more levels in my ultimate, and I'm level 10 now, so I can get a second level in about 400 experience, I think. Bottom tower seems to be having a bit of a trouble, and middle tower on their side is being attacked as well. What's going on down here? Did I just... Ooh, this may be a kill. Ooh, no, just slightly out. Looks like he is playing Tusk fairly well. Didn't quite have the ability to tank a Bristleback, of course. Oh well. Let's go back to me. I think I probably walked back to lane because I spent all of my gold on a Staff of Wizardry, and I'm just going to harass him if possible. Looks like PA wanted to go in, so I put the Frost Armour, which means that because he attacked Phantom Assassin before he turned around, it meant that he was slow. If I hadn't put that on, or if he hadn't attacked, then he may well have gotten a bit farther away. I'm not sure he would have won, but yeah, it's interesting. When you cast the ultimate Chain Frost, you must do it in a small group of creeps. If you've got the Aghanim Scepter, then you can do it in a large group of creeps, although that's not effective because it will be picking someone to bounce to all the time, and I got unlucky with those bounces. I got some last hits, but it bounced towards the creepers and not away from them, which kind of demonstrates the point I was about to make. If you do it in a too large a group of creeps, then it just bounces to the creeps and it doesn't do much damage to the heroes, and all you do is get last hits. If you do it in without any creeps there, it doesn't bounce at all if there's only one hero. And if you do it with too few creeps, then it just kills the creeps in a couple of hits, and it doesn't bounce more than about 3 or 4 times, and it'll only hit the hero about twice there. I need to kind of back off a bit, and ooh, I was very lucky there. Ooh, I may die. Yes, I'm gonna die. Unfortunately, my tranquil boots were on cooldown because of all the damage I took. And I have no healing on me right now. I could possibly get a salve or a
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, I didn't realise I hadn't upgraded the courier yet. I will be bringing my... I think it's a void stone, something like that. I'll be bringing that to me on the courier because I just upgraded it. We have lost one of our towers so far, and they've lost 2 of theirs, and looks like we have something going on bottom lane. I'll keep an eye on me, but it doesn't look like I'm doing anything all that interesting, and I don't know why Tusker's holding back. Maybe he's afraid of getting ganked, and yes, they're about to get ganked. Let's see how this goes. That's 1 kill. No, only 1 kill. Sniper turned up, that's why. But yeah, there was 2 ways he could have done that. He could have taken the Earth Spirit and gone down the lane, which may have saved them both. What he decided to do was take the Earth Spirit and crash into them and try and win the fight. They got the bounty. They did indeed get the bounty. Looks like we got the Venomancer down here. Looks like I got the Venomancer down here. It's a shame I missed that. I'm tempted to go back and see it, but it's... like, there was the Enchantress doing a lot of damage, there was the Phantom Assassin doing a lot of damage, so... it may have even not been... yeah, I think it was that kill, because I have 5 instead of 4 now. But, yeah, we got the tower. Who got the tower? Phantom Assassin. Always good for gold. I don't really have any pushing abilities, or any crowd control, creep clearing abilities. There is a bounty here. And if I survive another couple of seconds, I'm not going to. If I was alive for a slight bit more, then I could have used my ultimate, and that would have done a massive amount, because there's 3 heroes there, which is exactly what you want. There was also a lot of creeps, but they were a bit behind. I do have my Yules now. Wouldn't have saved me in that fight. Although, if I had used it, I would have been able to get my ultimate off as soon as I landed. Which may have netted me a couple more kills. But never mind, we got the tower. Sniper is probably going to get this tower unless we respawn quickly. We're not going to respawn quickly, so he's going to get that tower. But we're going to trade a tier 2 for a tier 2, and we got a tier 1 out of that fight, so it's not going too badly. They are tanking creep damage. And yes, I'm going into lane now. Looks like Phantom Assassin respawned, and I'm going to steal the kill there because she had already used her her leap to get a hit on him, so that was on cooldown. And I wanted to score the kill basically. I'm going to be building a mech next. I think I'm going to go Ags after the mech, if I remember right. It has been about a week since I played this game, so I don't remember everything about it, but the combination between kills and towers mean that I'm not too far away from the mech. This is what, 900, so about... ooh, look, there's a bounty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
think I saw the bounty somewhere, so I'm going to place a sentry down. There is fights going on, and there's a clockwork there. I don't know why I decided to turn around to the clockwork. Looks like he got scared of me though. And there's a bounty as well. I'm going to try and help out with that. Yeah, there we go. My ultimate is now doing absolutely nothing. I'm going to run away. I think the ultimate got hit onto lots of creeps. I wanted it to bounce onto the bounty, but I didn't place the ward down quickly enough. And now I'm running. I'm going towards the tower so that the bounty is going to think twice, and he's still following me. He's given up now. I should still be careful though. Tanked a fair bit of tower damage. And I've got a sentry ward down there, so he's got to be careful about where he shows when we get back. But it looks like that fight was 2 for 2. Our Enchantress did die, which is unfortunate. Looks like Tusk is going on the kill there. There is still the bounty hunter in the area. I don't think he's going to get this kill. I am sitting in lane for no reason because I was watching the fight. And Clockwork is coming down to join that. So I'm going to meet him. I'm going to go forward and meet him and see if we can do anything. I'm going to place a sentry down. I thought I placed a sentry down, I guess I didn't. But we're going to push the lane a bit. I think in a minute I'd just place a sentry down as a hunch because I think he may still be around. So I place it there, there he is, and slow him. And now the Enchantress is going to do exactly what she does best and do a huge amount of damage. And I've got my frost armor that's not going to save me, but my team may well save me. There's my ultimate, that's 1 kill, and Enchantress finishes off the Clockwork. And now I must run away and collect my... oh, I did not notice that. Enchantress was trying to heal me. And then I just ran away. In fact, she could have healed both of us there. But never mind. They are chasing a Venomancer. I do have my my boots. They got the Venomancer. Yeah, I've got my Tranquil boots. So I do heal up fairly quickly. I have my mech now, so I can hopefully be a bit more useful in team fights after I've cast all 3 of my abilities. I decided I just wanted to push this lane a bit, but I wanted to hang back from the creep wave for a few seconds, because quite often there will be someone holding back, like an enemy hero, holding back in the darkness, waiting to see if any squishy supports come forward. And I don't think I would be able to take on anyone. I could probably take on the sniper if I use all of my abilities in the right order, and if my ultimate was on cooldown, and if I remember to use my mech and my Yules at the right times. But that's a lot of asking for me. I'm still not that good of a player. There is fights going on in middle. I'm going to head to middle now. I'm going to walk there because I don't have a TP anymore. I forgot to pick one up as I left the fountain. They are doing absolutely fine without me now, though. They got the sniper and the Clockwork. They may well get the Venomancer, so I'm just going to... I may switch down to bottom lane to try and help out with the bounty. I don't have any detection though, so that's going to be unlikely that I can make anything happen. Looks like he is just hanging around, but they probably had the rune spot warded so they could see me coming. Which, again, unfortunate, but now we get to push 2 lanes at once, even though I can't push lanes very quickly, and I don't think Earth Spirit can push lanes very quickly. Between the 2 of us, though, I'm just gonna make him scared, basically. He put his Mask of Madness on, which means he'll be taking extra damage, and I put Frost Armor on me, which means he can't attack me without sacrificing that damage. I'm still scared of him though, so I'm going to hang around. Yep, I'm tracked. I'm going to hang around the Earth Spirit. Or the Phantom Assassin. I should be buying dust at this point instead of an axe. See, what I thought would happen is that the Phantom Assassin would use me as bait and then come and help, but that's not what happened. So I got a kill on the sniper there. Phantom Assassin just took a kill on the bounty hunter, and she got the clockwork kill. My ultimate there did a huge amount of damage to all three of those, but PA is our carry. I am kind of playing snowballing support. So yeah, PA is our carry, and I don't mind her getting kills. I'm still getting the assist, and I still get to watch the awesome bouncy chain thrust, which is just like a big fluffy ball of icy death. And there's not too many times you can say that. And there's a bristleback. Looks like we should be able to get bristleback. No, maybe not. Oh, and okay, I couldn't do anything there. I was too far behind and moving too slowly. I'm trying to put frost armor on everyone I can at the moment, if I remember to, that is. But yeah, get out of snipers thing. Our Phantom Assassin is doing, well, was doing fairly well. And ooh, they actually managed to survive that. I'm tanking the tower now, and luckily Talrin was yelling at me to use my Yule, so I used it, and the tower redirected onto the Earth Spirit, who can actually tank it a lot better. I'm going to be very inefficient here. I'm going to walk down to lane, walk down to our secret shop. I'm going to buy my point booster, or vitality booster. It is a point booster. And by the time I get to the shop, I'm going to be healed enough that I can rejoin the fight, and the vitality booster will be good as well. Use my mech on the PA. Looks like she's going to get the regen rune. And that's my booster, which there we go. I'm full health now. All I need is a single creep and I can be full mana. It looks like our Earth Spirit is in a bit of a bad position. I do have my ultimate though. So, there we go. And I got both of those kills. I was hoping to do damage to the bounty hunter as well, but PA had that sewn up by the time I was there. Enchantress managed to get the clockwork while we weren't looking, and to round it off, the sniper died to the Phantom Assassin. A lot just happened, and I'm on 10 kills and 4 deaths. It's not often I can say that when I'm playing Dota, although I do much prefer playing support compared to carry. There we go, that's the tower down, and there is a Venomancer who, if he is smart, he's just going to be holding back into Fountain. He is not smart. Boom. Dead. It's an admirable trait to try and save your barracks, but on his own, like, now the clockwork's down, the clockwork's up, the bounty's up. They could do so much more with all of those, but instead he just fed a kill to us. All he had to wait was about 3 more seconds. And my ultimate is up. Thank you very much for grouping up. I got 2 kills, Phantom Assassin finished it off there, and there's a bounty, who was very smart and stayed invisible while my ultimate was happening. I now have my axe. Don't think I will actually get time to use that though, because it's almost the end of the match. I don't think a whole lot happens between now and the end of the match. I'm going to tank a few tower hits here, unfortunately. Enchantress is getting tanky. In fact, let's just look at various items quickly.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Molnia and Chrysalis. That would indeed be tanky. And there's a Venno there, so I'm just going to... I'm going to poke him, and Enchantress is going to annihilate him. Phantom Assassin has a Skull Basher and a Sanjanyasha and a Heart. Excellent. Enchantress just got a Clockwork again. Tusk has Desolator, I think, yeah. And Hellbird on the Art Spirit. And we're just essentially, they're going in one by one and we're killing them one by one. And, oh yeah, I do get to use my ultimate. I don't have vision in there, so I don't know quite what's happening. Oh yeah, I remember the end of this game. My team kept trying to go into the fountain, and I kept going to see if I could either help her fight or kind of save any of my allies in case they got into trouble. But I probably should have just been attacking things. I'm going to try and build an orchid here. I know I'm not going to finish off building one, but yeah, I can at least get some of it. I got one Staff of Oblivion. If this game goes on much longer, I'll have my ultimate up again. I don't think it's going to last that long though. No, there we go, that's a good game. So, that's Lich. I really like playing Lich. He's just a really fun, easy hero to play, and you don't have to try too hard. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, don't feed the trolls.